I've watched this young man from afar. There's a lot of you out there that love this young man like no other. He's considered your favorite HBCU player. And I mean, if somebody want to come in this thing, get to talking a little slanty, a little crazy about whatever, y'all gonna go ahead and check them real fast. Because you know what? People don't understand. Some folks that have been walking with this young man since he started this journey. The journey didn't start out the way that he expected it to, because you know what? There's some folks that didn't want to put a little respect on his name. And I think it's about that time that he's about to come from behind the daggone curtain and let everybody know he's here to go ahead and put on a show. And I know y'all like, Coach, who the heck you talking about, brother? Hey, you got to go ahead and give us a little bit more information as far as which direction you're looking for this to go. Well, guys, you know what? Strap on in, because we're going to get into it right after this. You know, it's your favorite coach back at it again. 10 toes down, about to tell you how it all went down. This is Tomorrow Leader Sports Network with your host, Coach Walker. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can get all upcoming videos. For all my leaders out there, welcome back. Y'all know the drill. Y'all know the routine. If you haven't done so already, please like, comment, share these videos, and tap in a friend or two and tell them to come on in. It's nothing but positive vibes. We're just having a good time talking about HBCU sports. And don't forget, you can follow us on all social media platforms. The links are listed down below in the description. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump on in this thing. Because I'm like, Coach, what's your take on all this? Who you talking about, man? You're talking in riddles right now. You're talking fast. You're excited. I mean, it's like your theatrics is up. I mean, it's like, yo, there, you boiling right now. What's going on? Look. Check it out. I gotta say this, man, because like I said, it's been a rough week for me. So I'm just gonna go ahead. We're gonna have a little fun with this, because I gotta get some laughs, some jokey jokes in there, and just have a good time with this thing. And I hope y'all having a good time with me. But I was sitting back, reflecting after, I got the phone call early in the week, and I thought about my man, Mr. Craig Hall, big dog. Hey, man. Rest well up there, big time. Rest well up there, man. I hope you rested well, because, boy, I thought about this quote from, like, the last conversation we had, like, right before the season was getting ready to kick off, and you was talking about how you wanted to come on, Mr. Hall, we would talk all the time. I'm just going to let the cat out the bag. Mr. Craig Hall, now, we used to talk all the time. We talk at least once, twice a week, if not once every 3 weeks. However, we'd chop it up, right? And he's talking about how he wanted to come on to the show. And he was like, man, I want to come on the show. I want to chop it up and give my expert opinion, on sports, give my take or whatever happens. Say, hey, brother, no problem. I'm like, you more than welcome to come over here, kick it with your favorite coach. We're gonna go ahead and have a good time. We're gonna have some fun with this thing, and we're gonna talk a little smack like we normally do on the phone. Normally we're doing it, in the confines between just us. Now we're gonna go ahead and let everybody hear just how crazy these conversations get a little bit on the phone. But I gotta say this though. Sitting there, and I thought about it. I said, man, you know what? I can't tell no lie with this, man. And, he asked me, he said, Coach, what you think so far? And I was like, what you mean? What you mean, Craig? He like, what you think so far about the team? You talk about the Hornets. And I'm sitting there, I was like, man, I don't know, bro. I'm like, God, hey, look. I got my opinions on a few things. I don't like, y'all ain't gonna feel like how, what I got to say or whatever have you. But I'm just like, man, because honestly, truly, looking at Andrew Body, his growth from when he was at Texas Southern, from 2021 when he came in, the first season, after the spring, remember the spring season, they played their COVID season. They got a couple of games in there. And then they finally, when they kicked that thing off in fall 2021, he came in. He didn't start right off. He was playing behind somebody else, got some playing time. And then, the ball started moving where they gave this young man a little opportunity. And I'm sitting there like, man, you know what? I said, looking at this kid, I said, he got something going on. And the funny thing is that what some HBCU contributors, they may know, and they may not know, or they may talk about it, may not talk about it. But Craig Hall was one of them cats that was really for the athletes. He's for them kids. And it's tripped out how, he would make the phone calls like, yo, hey, coach, you think you can go ahead and interview so-and-so for me? Hey, you think you can do this? Hey, you think you can do that? Hey, man, da-da-da-da. Whatever it was that he asked for, I always told him, hey, man, no problem, I got you. And the funny thing is, we got to talk about Andrew. He said, man, he ready. He ready. And, he showed me the pictures, of him throwing or whatever have you, getting himself back together. I'm sitting like, whoa. It's okay, this young man, he trying to do a little something. He about to get it together. Because that game that they played, let me take you back for a minute. I know y'all probably like, Coach, come on, man, you just get to it. What you dragging this along? Just get to it. So listen. We talk about this young man. We're giving this young man his flowers. I'm giving them to him early. I'm giving him flowers. Watch this young man when he was playing over Texas Southern. They was playing Alabama A&M when he got, had the injury the first time. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, man, he rolling. And I'm like, for the life of me, I didn't understand, like, Coach, why is he still in the damn game? I'm like, why put him in a position like that where, stuff happens? And, man, that kid, I said, okay. He came to Atlanta. I got to see him here in Atlanta. They was at a camp. And I was watching the quarterback coach that was at the camp. It was trying to remember the name of the camp. Forgive me if y'all watch the show. I do apologize. Leave comments down below to remind me of what the name of that camp is, and I gladly reach out to you guys out. It's not a problem at all. Like I said, Coach, sometimes you get a little, slip of the mind, forget, stuff happens. But I was watching him out there, and I was filming him. I was watching him throw the ball. And I looked at how that quarterback coach took the opportunity to readjust his throwing motion. And I asked him, said, what you think about it? He said, man, Coach, hey, that's a little different. And he had a lot more zip on that thing. I said, okay. But I say all of that to say this. Before he even got to Texas Southern, before he even got to Alabama State, before he even got to getting out there on the field for the first time for him to play, he was over at Miller High School, Corpus Christi, Texas. Well, yes, y'all already know, y'all have heard Craig Hall say it 1,000,001 times. He was ranked number 3 in the state of Texas, passing yards. 13,000 he threw for 13,000 yards. He threw for 4,344 yards and 48 touchdowns during his senior season of high school. One thing that people did not mention, though, the young man played basketball. He was a forward. And I'm sitting there like, wait a minute. I'm like, Andrew Body playing basketball? And I was like, wait. I can see that. I can see that. Reason why I can say I can see that, because the kid's an athlete. He just want to get out there. He just want to compete. He's just a kid that want to compete. He's a young man. I'm not sorry for saying he's a kid, but he's a young man that want to compete. He's just out there wanting to have fun. He loves sports. He's just like that. But, as I look at what's going on with him right now, Alabama State, and what he did in senior high school, they was averaging like 56 points per game. His offense was averaging that. Right now, Alabama State's averaging like 40 points per game. And I'm sitting there like, wait a minute. I like, did he lock back into the senior Andrew Body as far as everything that's going on? Or like, is this something out here that we haven't really paid attention to? That's really good, that could possibly go down this weekend, that could like shake it all up for everybody sitting there like, wait a minute. I didn't know this kid was doing this. I didn't know he was like that. Because, some folks sit back and say, well, man, if he was all that, why did Texas Southern pick him up? Let me break something down to y'all. Y'all forgot about COVID now. COVID screwed up recruiting for a lot of these daggone athletes. Let's keep it a buck now. It screwed the recruiting up for a lot of these athletes. And a lot of these athletes that, they ended up going to places where, they was going to go and compete, but not necessarily thinking that, hey, man, this is going to be the end all be all for me. Because as many of the athletes had to do, they had to wade that water, man, to get through that thing so they can figure out exactly, okay, what's the next plan. And now he's here. He's here. He's here. The conversations, I think this young man has really taken a lot of the conversations that have been had about him over the past couple of years, as far as what he's been able to do, what he ain't been able to do, how he can and how he can't. I think that's turned into fuel for him. Because now it's like, he's really feeling it as far as with, just wanting to get out there and compete and do his thing. He want to leave his mark. Everybody, like I said, this game this weekend against Jackson State, this is a game that's, I don't want to say legacy game, because, it could be, because there's a lot that's on the line with this game as far as whoever wins this game more than likely is going to win the East. Unless by chance they just fumble the bag after they, get the W against whoever comes out the victor in this thing, and then just, stumble and the other team gets in there and completes the drill. But I'm just looking at this young man right now as far as what he was able to do, what he got out there and did against UAB. and how he's just been playing thus far this season. Hasn't thrown an interception yet. Has not thrown one daggone interception yet. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. In the past, he put a couple of them out there like, so why you throw that one, dog? Or, you had a receiver that pity-pat the daggone ball instead of just catching it at the highest point, pulling that thing down. So, all right, boom, let me go ahead and just fall to the ground. I'm going to take what they give me. This young man is like, it's like he's in his element right now. And I mean, I just want to take the time to give him his flowers and just talk about, hey, look, people are looking at everything that's going on with this young man because he now is like, he got his own little gumbo going where he's feeling good about this thing. But, like I said, Andrew Body's one of the type of athletes that's going to go ahead and make sure everybody around him feels good. Everybody around him is a part of what's happening, what's going on. And you always see this kid with a smile on his face, regardless of what the situation is like. He's always seeing this young man with a smile on his face, and he's trying to make whatever go. Like I stated before, just watching this young man play this season, I had to speak on it because I'm just like, man, this is a big turnaround for an athlete that a lot of people have never seen before. Where you come through the fires of tribulation, trials and tribulations, and now you begin to see the beginning of the road of where you very well could be going. Like I stated before, this young man has always been a team type guy. And he dang sure gonna come out here looking to go ahead and move the needle no matter what he needs to this weekend for his team. So hey, I just want to go ahead and say, man, I was just sitting back checking out this young man, what all he got going on, how he's been moving, just his work ethic just in general. And that is something that, I want to see a lot more athletes, tune in, dial into that. As far as what, hey, listen, what are some of the things that I can do? Because now it's like he's seeing the pressure points, the different spots of where he can go ahead and put that ball out there and everybody can go ahead and eat those receivers or whatever have you, whoever he's trying to get it to. But like I said, this is going to be one phenomenal game. But like I said, I wanted to give that young man his flowers as far as what was going on. I just had the conversation that, me and Craig was having, that we've had in the past and, this season. Like I said, I had to get it out and I wanted to share it with y'all. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and get up on out this thing. Like I said, I ain't going to hold y'all long. I just want to go ahead and tell y'all that. But hey, leave your comments down below. Like I stated before, what you think your quarterback going to do over there this weekend over at Alabama State? Because see, now's the time, Alabama State, for you guys to go ahead, step up, stand up, and let yourselves be heard. Because, I mean, I see the stuff online where everybody talking about the smack, about how y'all going to go over here and drag Jackson State. So, I mean, don't get quiet now. Y'all better go ahead and talk y'all talk. Because the game is 2 days away. It's going to be a good one. We're going to see who's going to come out on the other end of this thing. But your favorite coach going to go ahead and get up on out of here. Salute to Andrew Body. Like I stated before, I just had to go ahead and get that one out, King. Wish you well. But guys, your favorite coach will go ahead and get up on out of here. But until next time, be the one and lead.